Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. So I recently was sent a Monat opportunity call, and I don't think I've ever reacted to a Monat opportunity call on my channel, so I thought it'd be really fun. Now, if you're not familiar with Monat, they are an MLM, multi-level marketing company / network marketing company, whatever you want to call it, and their product of choice is hair care. They also have expanded into like supplements and skincare and things like that, but they're primarily known for their hair care. And over the past couple of years, they've kind of gone downhill in the sense that their representatives, which are called market partners, have been dropping like flies. So this should be interesting. It looks like these three women that are in the call, that are hosting the call, are nurses. I'm not sure. I kind of just skimmed really quick to get an idea of it. Now, like I've said in past videos, I do not blur faces or names because these people are making themselves public figures. Now, even though I do not blur out faces or names in my videos, this does not mean that I am inciting hate toward anybody. So please do not seek these people out and send them mean messages or hate comments or anything like that. That's not the purpose of my content. This is to bring awareness around what they are saying and kind of dissect it and show you how multi-level marketing is a pyramid scheme. So with all of that said, let's get into it.
All right. So as people start coming on, I'll just let them in, but we're going to go ahead and get this call started. I am literally so excited to share. I'm so grateful for Grace and Sammy being on this call with me. We're just going to share a little bit about our stories, our backgrounds in healthcare, especially in nursing, and about this business opportunity and what it can do for you. So again, my name is Ashley. Gosh, how old am I? I'm 24 years old. I've been a nurse almost 2 years now, and I needed something that would allow me to be home just a little bit more, just give me that time flexibility that I was praying for, and I found this business opportunity. So I am someone, I'm not looking to retire. I love my bedside nursing job. I love labor and delivery, and you just kind of get the best of both worlds. So I'll let Grace tell her story, and we'll go from there.
Yes. Hi, I'm Grace. I'm 25 years old. I've been doing this business now for over 3 years, which is crazy to think about, but I actually started as a client. So back when I was in nursing school, my sister-in-law was actually introduced to this business first. She was at a point in her life where she was severely anxious, severely depressed, and she couldn't leave her home. So she really needed something where she could work out of her home and not have to leave. So she started this business, and naturally I supported her. So I bought the products. My hair was in very rough shape. It was damaged, dry, dull, frizzy, all the things.
No, I'm not saying this to be mean. She is a beautiful girl, but her hair does not look like it's in good shape. If you're unaware, I have certifications and everything. I am so annoying when I say this stuff. I'm sorry. So I am a licensed cosmetologist and barber, so I can see what I'm looking at, and I know the cover-ups that people use to hide their damaged hair. I'm doing many right now because of my past situation, which I've made a whole video about. I'll link it in the description. But I can see that her hair does not look like Monat claims it makes hair look. It does look like it is broken and just very dry. I don't know. Tell me your thoughts. What do you think? I don't know. Her camera quality is not that good because obviously they're on Zoom, but that's just what I'm noticing right off the bat. So that alone should tell you, don't use Monat, run the other way.
And I fell in love with the products. I was someone who never saw myself doing the business side of things, but fast forward about 8 months, I was a brand new nurse, just graduated. I had just moved to a new city. I was 1 month away from my wedding. And I just started my new job. I was on night shift, crazy hours, all the things. So if you're someone who's like, I don't think I have the time, you do. You can fit this into your lifestyle. So I said yes at the craziest time in my life. And I was forever grateful for that. So I said yes.
I hate when MLM representatives say that, like, if I could do it, then you can do it. Or if I had the time, then you have the time. That's not the case. You're 23 years old, right? I'm pretty sure she said 23, either 23 or 25. You get to a point in your life where, or even people at this age, you don't have time for this. You literally don't. If you have kids, if you have a spouse, if you have a house to upkeep, if you have multiple jobs, there are so many different things for each individual person that makes that statement so untrue. If I can do it, you can do it. No, that's not true. Stop using that as a recruiting tactic. It's gross.
And I never looked back. My biggest regret when I finally started this was not starting sooner, because I realized truly how many paychecks I missed out on, how much flexibility I missed out on, how much the community I missed out on. So I was so grateful that I said yes to this and never looked back. I told myself the worst case that could happen is I'm going to get amazing products that I already use and love, get a bigger discount too. And the best case is like I could help just one person. I said if I could help one person, it would be totally worth it to me. Little did I know it turned into so much more than that. So my biggest advice is to not let fear hold you back, not let excuses hold you back, because you can do this, you can fit this into your lifestyle. So fast forward now, I've been PRN as a nurse for over a year, thanks to this business. It has just provided me with so much more time flexibility, so much more financial flexibility. And that's why we all share this, to help other people in your situation, whatever it might be, whatever you're wanting out of this. This can be the vehicle that can help you within your situation. So it's just truly a blessing. And that's why we share this. So I'm going to pass it over to Sammy to share a little bit of her story, and we'll go from there.
Hi guys, my name's Sammy. I'm 23. I actually just graduated nursing school in May, and I had been following my mentor on social media for probably a year or two, and just watching her. She had grown like so much in the business, and I didn't even know what the business was. I thought she was an influencer, but I loved her content and I loved the products that she was putting out, and I always wanted to try it. And so when I came up on the end of college, I was kind of like, as I'm studying for my test to become licensed as a nurse.
Do you see what I see? Again. Beautiful girl. Not saying any hateful things toward her, but the product is not great. And her hair also looks damaged and dry. And that is something that Monat is known to do. Allegedly. This is all allegedly, right? It's known to cause hair breakage. It's known to cause folliculitis. And just looking at these women, these two women that have spoken already, their hair looks dry. It looks not healthy. So it's just like, why would you take advice from somebody trying to sell you hair care that they're saying they use and it works so great, and their hair is not saying the same thing? Like, where are the lines crossing? What?
I'm either going to have to work in a restaurant or I could do something like this. And I've always loved making content and being on social media. I've found it to be really fun. And so I just thought, you know what, I'll give it a shot. Worst case scenario, I've got really good products that I like, and we'll see what happens. And one of the biggest things that I've noticed since I've joined that I didn't know before, just because it's something that you really feel when you join, is the community and the amount of people that support you. And I love that about nursing. I love the team aspect, and I had no idea that I was going to be able to find that in something like this, especially because it's all online. But I'm really excited because I've only been doing it for a month, but I've been doing well. And I'm going to one of my first events, and I'm going to meet some of the girls that I've been working with this coming Monday in New Jersey, which is only about an hour from where I live. And I honestly just have told everybody that's asked me about it that give it a shot, because you literally never know how far this can take you, and it really can change, what your life looks like and what your time looks like.
I do have to say, though, at least these individuals are not saying like, you can quit your job, you can blah, blah, blah. At least they're saying like, hey, we're nurses and we like our jobs and we're doing this on the side. So that is one brownie point that I will give them.
That is so true. And I'm so glad you were able to share that. So we're going to get into a little bit more about this opportunity. I'm going to talk a little bit about the statistics of this and a little bit what this company is that we're talking about. So this is the #1 premium hair care company in the world. So we are only 8 years old. We launched in 2014, and since then we have grown into being developed into over 10 countries and growing. So we are all over the world. We're in the USA, we're in Canada, we're in the UK, we're in Ireland, we're in Poland, we're in Spain. We are in Lithuania and Australia, New Zealand, and most recently we just launched into France. So this is a company that has experienced over 718% of growth. Compare that to other companies that have been around for 100 years or 50 years, and they're also selling beauty products for hair care, for skincare. This is something that is very comparable to them. If anything, we're overtaking them. And just to give you numbers to kind of back that up as well, we have over 1.2 million VIP clients across the world. So this is a product that everyone is using and everyone is loving because, again, it's shampoo, it's conditioner, it's skincare. People love things like this. They want to feel good about themselves. You want to feel good about yourself. And we ship over 4 million products a month, not a year, a month.
I'm curious to see, like, I wish they would tell you how many of those are market partners, how many of the VIP customers are market partners, and how much of that product that you're sending out every month is going to market partners. Like, are you actually selling to customers? Because in my opinion, I don't think that they are.
So this is a very, very desired product. It's personalized. If you have like kinky, curly hair, like 4C hair, we have products for you. If you have very fine, thin, straight hair, we have products for you. There is something for everyone, literally. And we've also invested over $1 million into scientific studies, clinical studies, to prove the effectiveness and the safety of these products. So it's not something that we just put together and put on the market. These are literally tested for the safety of you and for your family members, for your friends, anyone that can come in contact with this. The number one person on our scientific advisory board is
I love how it's like inclusive. Like, this is what we do on our board. Like, they have anything to do with it. All they did was give Monat money and receive a starter kit in return. You have no say in anything else.
one of the number one trichology experts. So he studies hair, he studies scalp, and he has published more than 750 articles about hair and scalp. So that just all goes to show, like, these products are legit and they're backed. They are very, very, very safe. And whatever it is you're looking for, there is something for you. So we're excited to see the growth that this company continues to have. And Grace is going to talk a little bit more about what these products actually are and why they're so amazing in and of themselves.
Yes, absolutely. So we have naturally based anti-aging products. So we have hair care, we have skincare, and we have some wellness products as well. Like Ashley said, we have something for everyone. It's not a one size fits all. You don't just go and pick out one thing and it works for everyone. We're here to help you figure out a regimen for people. We share about the products, we share about what they do for people, and we help formulate a personalized regimen for our clients, right?
Oh, that's interesting because in a lot of states, that can be considered illegal because you're not a licensed hairstylist. Like, that is a job that people go to school for. And I feel like I'm a little impartial because, like I said, I am a licensed hairstylist. I did it for 7 years. And I feel like a lot of people on the profession because it's like, oh, you went to beauty school. And they just think like that's the easy way out. That's you don't get a real education. You learn how to play with hair. That's not the case. You actually learn the anatomy of hair, how it grows. You learn the anatomy of skin. There's a lot of anatomy that you learn when you do this that is very important when it comes to hair. You have to know these things. And for these Monat huns to be like, hey, anybody off the street can go and personalize your hair care for you, that's not true because they're not educated in hair. They don't have a license.
So more about the products and what makes them different. Why are we different than every other brand out there? It's because first and foremost, we have a whole scientific advisory board, like she said. I just want to go a little bit more in depth about all of the people that we have across this board. It's filled with doctors, dermatologists, ophthalmologists, toxicologists, scientists, you name it. We have the people behind these products.
Why ophthalmologists? Is that an eye doctor? What the are ophthalmologists doing? Ophthalmologists. I always do this to myself. I gaslight my own thoughts where I'm like, no, you don't know the meaning of that. You have to Google it. Okay. Ophthalmologist is a medical or osteopathic doctor who specializes in eye and vision care. So why do they have an I feel like she misspoke. Let's see. That's just really strange. It's not like they have it's not like they're out here selling eye drops. That's so weird. I wonder if she misspoke. Maybe if you're watching this and you know, let me know. Like, why would they have an ophthalmologist? I'm truly curious why that would be on their scientific board if they're selling skincare, hair care, and supplements. Maybe for the supplements, but I'm not sure. Let me know if you know.
Behind our ingredients, the technology, we have patents on our products. It is truly incredible. all of the science that goes back behind these products. And it's why we stand behind these products. It's why you see the transformations that you do. We have clinical trials that literally these products are put through before they're even put on the market. They're tested and they're formulated for our safety. Like Ashley also mentioned, we're the #1 premium hair care company. We're also the fastest growing. So that is huge in itself. We're also backed by the National Hair Loss Association. We're Leaping Bunny certified, and we're also held to Europe's beauty standards. So
that's untrue. I don't know how they keep getting away with saying that because it's not true. You look at any like list of the top selling or best or most recommended professional hair care products, unfortunately, it's Olaplex, which I have mixed feelings on. And again, that video is in the description, but Monat is not even on the list. So I don't know why they continuously say that they are the #1 premium hair care out there. It's untrue, false.
This is important because I don't think a lot of people know, but the US beauty products, whether it's makeup, shampoos, whatever, skincare, they only ban 11 ingredients. There are a lot of toxic carcinogen products that are allowed in US products versus we're held to European standards, which means we are actually, or Europe actually bans over 1,300 ingredients. So I feel much more safe using these products knowing that we're held to a very high standard, okay? We're also gluten-free and vegan for anyone that pertains to. We also have a whole no list. So we say no to parabens, no to sulfates, no PEGs, no phthalates, no ethanol, no colors, no harsh fragrances, no toxins, all the things. So we are very, very safe with our products. And basically we share about them. We have consumable products. What we do just makes sense, right? You guys, everyone knows somebody that washes their hair, I hope, and their skin, their body, right? So what I mean by consumable products is people wash their hair, people wash their face, it goes down the drain, right? That means they're going to run out and they're going to need more. So they come back, they order again. That's where that passive income comes into play. And that's why what we do makes sense. And so to have all of us have nursing, but to have something else like this on the side is a huge blessing. You know, you don't have to go and clock into a job. You don't have to go and pick up an extra shift to make more money. You can take this on the go. This is perfect for busy people, perfect for people on the go. You're wanting more flexibility, wanting more income. It just makes sense what we do. So you also have to think like there's so many people that you talk to that have issues with their hair or skin, right? So many people want to fix this, and this about their hair or their skin, right? You can be that person that's like, hey, I can help you. Like I have these products, boom, that's a customer, right? So you just have to think of it in the perspective of you get to help people, but you also get to help yourself in it as well. And there's no risk, nothing like that. So that's a little bit more about the products. I'm going to pass it over to Sammy to kind of wrap things up a little bit.
Thank you. So I'm sure you're wondering at this point, so what's next? How do I get started? And the first thing I want to encourage everyone to do before you ever get started is what do you want out of this and why do you want to do it? Because that will motivate your business for the rest of the time that you are doing it. That is what you're going to go back to when you're frustrated, or that is what you're going to go back to when you're telling people about what you're doing. So after that, you're going to choose a product pack. There's a variety of different product packs with different prices and different focuses. We have some that focus on skincare, some that focus on hair care, some that have a little bit of everything. But when you purchase your product pack, it's a one-time purchase. You don't keep any inventory with you. And it also gives you access to all of our online trainings. You get added into all of our group chats where you receive so much support from anyone. You basically have a 24-hour help center with the group chats because we have girls that are working from all over the country and all over the world. So I could text at 2 a.m. and usually someone will answer and help me out with what I need to do. And then after you purchase your product pack, we're going to go over how you make your money. So obviously when you're selling products, you're going to be making commission. So you'll make 15% commission on your VIP sales and 30% on retail. But you also have a bunch of different ways to earn other than commission. So one of them is bonuses. We offer bonus opportunities when a certain amount of VIPs join and someone joins your team. We also offer bonuses when you increase your rank in the company. We also offer a bonus through our car program where some of the girls who have their business has taken off, they receive money to help pay for a car.
Brownie points for wording it that way because you're not like gifted a car, and so many market partners will make it sound like they just give you a car. Their car program is so fucked. it is actually you going to buy or lease a car, and then you get an allowance. So it's a set amount of money that you get every month as long as you hit the rank and hit the qualifications to get the car bonus. Otherwise, it's on you to make that car payment. Also, you have to choose a premium car. So I don't know if I ever looked at Monat's, but when I looked at Lady Boss's car program, it's like Cadillac, Lexus, BMW, it's like high-end cars. So you have to go and put this on your credit and hope that you remain on the car program, or the whatever it's called, the car bonus, whatever. And you get that every month. Otherwise, like I said, it's totally on you to make that payment. They don't give a fuck if you can't pay it. You have to find the money, or otherwise you're going to miss a car payment, and that's going to fuck up your credit. And it's just like such a dangerous hole to go down.
There's also opportunities to earn trips and travel with girls who are in the business. And we have Monations, which is a conference that is held every single year where there's trainings and everybody gets together, and it's really fun. And so that's just a small snippet of all the ways that you can earn your money, but it goes on and on. So yeah, whoever invited you, or whoever has kind of introduced you to this, will go over more in depth what the next steps are, but that's just the gist of it.
Yeah, that is. So if somebody sent you this call, or if you're watching this call and any of this has sparked your interest, please reach out to the person that did send you this call, because guys, this is worth it. This is life changing. At the bare minimum, you don't have to go and clock into an extra shift. You don't have to go somewhere, like Grace said, to make that extra money. It's something that just makes sense for everyone. Whether you found this on Instagram, your friend told you about it, you know someone who's using the products and they look 20 times better, even if it's just from the confidence, because you're giving people back their confidence, and you're helping yourself, you're helping your family with your having that extra income. So thank you so much for being with us, and thank you so much for taking the time for the call. I'm going to end the recording. Anyone that is here, feel free to ask us questions and answers. If you're only watching the recording, ask your person, ask whoever sent you this video your questions and answers.
Yeah, I don't think that call was too bad. I've seen way worse from Monat. So I have to give it to them for not touting like you can quit your job. They were very open, like we like our job and we do this on the side. But still, I don't like some of the things that they said. I hate MLMs. In my opinion, they are all pyramid schemes. But, you know, they're just going to keep trucking along until the FTC steps in and says, all right, this is over. We got to cut ties. We'll see if that ever happens. But anyway, if you have anything that you want to send me that you want me to react to, I always have my email address down in the description. So you can go ahead and send it via email. Or if you want to reach out on Instagram, my Instagram is also linked in the description. I am pretty good about checking my messages over there, so you can feel free to message me over there anytime with anything, whether it's a story or something you want me to react to. I would love to hear it. Thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.